for another episode of Inside the Mind of. And ngayon, episode number 31 na tayo. Alam mo yun, parang ang daming very interesting na tao eh. Every day we get to talk to really cool people sa circles natin. And it's a very good opportunity for them to actually share their story and marinig natin yun. Kasi again, ang purpose ng show nito is for us to listen, to learn from other people's experiences, and at the same time, 'di ba? Magamit natin yung mga learnings na yun sa buhay natin para lahat tayo mag-improve. Okay? So ngayon, super special ang guest natin. Hi AJ, welcome.
Hello.
Ayun, introduce ko muna ikaw, man. Oh, malinaw, man. Perfect. So, guys, sa mga friends natin watching, check muna natin as people and friends are coming in. Okay? Yan lang, check natin AJ, wait lang. Okay, pero
share ko din yung. How do I share this? Yun. May share button.
Yeah. Nagtag ba sa'yo? Yan, nakatag sa'yo, man.
I can see.
Check lang natin, Check lang natin kung okay na sa wall. May na-receive kang notification ng 𝐿𝐿 Sumera as tag view.
Yeah.
Live na sa wall.
Yeah.
Okay na, man. Okay. So guys, welcome to the show again. And syempre, bigyan natin ng sobrang introduction yung guest natin ngayon. So basahin ko lang to AJ, saglit lang. So guys, AJ is a self-taught graphic designer who is known for his iconic work on t-shirts, having designed for brands like, ito, sobrang big brands ito Nike, yung Jordan na brand, Adidas, and to a multitude of independent brands pa, no? Dami pala, no? His work has delivered millions of dollars worth, of sales all around the world. He has designed officially licensed tees for athletes in the NFL, MLB, and the NBA, as well as for properties like Coca-Cola, Star Wars, again. Oh, Star Wars. Ako Star Wars fan din ako, tsaka Marvel. From US to Japan to his hometown of Manila, t-shirt designs are worn all over the world. Hey, thanks guys for sharing din. AJ was also an art director for paano i-pronounce to? Ogilvy, tama ba? Ogilvy. Okay.
Ogilvy and Mather.
Okay.
Ogilvy na lang siya ngayon. Wala na yung Mather.
Nakita ko, napakalaking brand nito. Hundreds of thousands. Ang dami. Largely responsible for starting the digital department, which went on to win numerous awards. And pag-usapan din natin yung mga napanalo na awards mamaya. And tas judge ka na rin sa mga local design shows, man. Philippine Web Awards, Philippine Graphic Design Awards, the Kidlat Awards, and the Adobo Design Awards. He has been invited to speak at the Graphika Manila in 2008 and 2015. Tapos, along with the industry pioneers, nag-start ka ngayon ng Communication Design Association of the Philippines to raise the value of Philippine design. Ako, Mari, agree ako dyan. Sobrang important ng i-raise yung value eh.
Ito.
Tapos, nakafocus ka rin sa mga imbes na sa iba, nakafocus ka talaga sa Philippines, sa mga Pilipino, para ma-improve, no?
Yeah, kasi yung role ko, parang gusto ko to really put the Filipino on the map of everything in the world, which is, since I'm a designer, yun ang gusto kong mangyari for us.
Ayun yun, Filipino number one. Hindi kasi sa mga games, wala ginagawa sarili. China number one, di ba? Filipino number one tayo, di ba? So, last lang, AJ is also an entrepreneur who co-owns the hip baby clothing line, Gugu and Gaga, a brand he started with his wife, and he's a loving husband, di ba? Nakafocus din siya sa family niya. Nakita ko yung kid mo. Hi, hello to your family there. Okay.
Nantok na yung isa eh. Natulog na.
So, let's go to your story, Barry. Let's understand more about your background on how you came to be who you are now. Kasi sobrang, as I'm reading this, sobrang successful. Solid. So tell us more, pare. Who is AJ?
Saan mo gustong simulan?
Siguro, let's start with learning coming from pwede high school, pare. Kasi okay, very important yung mga decisions natin from high school moving forward. Doon natin namomold yung sarili natin eh. Yeah.
Actually, gusto mo, we'll start with the past, where I was born in Cebu, tapos lumaki kami ng Davao. Me and my youngest brother was born in Davao. Bata pa lang ako, mahilig na ako mag-drawing kasi through my mom. Every Christmas or every birthday, mamimigay siya ng mga cards na yung kinakopya niya yung comics sa newspapers. So, yun yung niregalo nila sa amin. So, bata pa lang ako, na-cherish ko yung, nagda-drawing yung mom ko for us. Tapos, lumaki ako, high school, grade school, sumali ako sa mga drawing contest, mga art class namin, yun yung favorite ko. First, nung third year high school ako, sumali ako sa t-shirt design contest sa school namin. Nanalo ako. Tapos, nalaman ko dahil dalawa lang kaming sumali. Tapos yung isa trash entry, parang joke entry lang. Sa akin, serious yung design, serious yung ginawa ko. So proud ako na nanalo. Pero so yun, kaya nung college, naging engineer ako. So sobrang layo, 'di ba? Kasi yun yung
So at a young age talaga nagsimula ka na mag-design nun. Solid.
Yeah, I didn't really know anything about design at that time. I think at a young age, ang alam ko lang was, drawing, di ba? Parang, yung mga may kaklase ako, sobrang galing mag-drawing. Parang, paano ba yan? Ang galing mo mag-drawing ng animals, gano'n. So, parang doon ako naging interested. Tapos, nung lumipat ako ng Manila, may kaklase akong galing din niya mag-drawing. So, parang, wow, ang galing naman nila. Parang ako, it became very cool to me na may mga kaklase ako na magagaling mag-drawing. Isa, mga drawing ng characters, na mga parang cartoony. Yung iba, parang comic style, gano'n. So, parang to me, it was very interesting at a very young age. So, ako, na-learn ko yung art class was my favorite subject. Yung nagdodrawing ka ng portrait ng teachers mo or ng principal. Kasi yung art teacher, nagpapasip-sip sa principal yan. So, ipapadrawing niya lahat ng students niya ng principal.
So, you're the guy.
Mukha ng principal. Tapos sinabi daw, ikaw, Allen, ikaw ang pinili na drawing ng principal. Yung mga ganun, mga ganung things na...
You're the guy that, yung mga pupuntahan ka, pa-drawing naman ito. May project kami ito, patulong naman. Wala kaming, di makapag-drawing.
Parang to me nga, hindi ako ganun parang I wasn't that good. Parang feeling ko lang, okay ba to? Okay, tama ba to? So parang I wasn't really super serious about it. But parang at that age, okay, meron palang something dyan. Pero hindi pa siya yung, hindi siya yung tipong, I will be an artist, I will be a designer, I will be an illustrator. There was nothing like that. I was very confused kasi I also got into yung mga music, nagbanda-banda, tawag ng mami, tawag ng nanay ko, tatay ko, combo band. Sasali ka sa combo band. So,
tutugtog ka ng mga covers yan. Usually pag combo, mga covers yan.
Combo ka na naman at hindi ka na naman nag-aaral, gano'n, at combo ka. Saan kayo pupunta sa mga pub at magtutugtog kayo doon, mga gano'n.
Nakaka-relate ako dyan. Yung ginawa ko. Tapos yung after that decision, nung college, nag-engineering ka?
Yeah, kasi yung brother ko was in management engineering in Ateneo. Yun ang pinakamahirap daw na course doon. Tapos sila parang, your kuya is very smart. So ikaw kailangan maging smart ka rin. So mag-engineering ka. so parang ako, sige, gawin ko yun. So I didn't really know kasi what to do at that time. I was very confused. So nagkataon, naging industrial engineering din ako. Pero sa UP naman. Pero yung first year pa lang, parang alam ko na hindi. First year, first sem. Parang, I knew I was out of place already at that time. Pero it took me about 8 years stuck in school before finally deciding na ayoko na dito.
Ako, inabot ako 6 years, gano'n, 5 years, 6 years.
Ako,
Pero yung
ako 8
tagal,
year. 8 year na ako. 8.
nung nandun ka na sa 8th year, dun ka na, teka lang, may iba yata ako pwedeng gawin. Pero after nung decision na yon, ano yung mga susunod na ginawa mo?
Kasi, ang nangyari nun was, I was in school, diba? I was stuck in engineering. Pero the whole time, gusto kong mag-music, gusto kong fine arts, gusto kong mass communications, gusto ko nga gusto ko creative writing, gusto ko rin mag-theater. So, dahil ginusto ko yun lahat, wala akong nagawa. Pero 5 years into my 8 years of school, on the 5th year, na-discover ko yung Adobe Photoshop. So parang doon ulit na-trigger yung interest ko sa design, sa art, sa illustration. At doon siya, for about 3 years, kumbaga 8 year ko na sa school, for about 3 years, I was paying for the tuition, but I was going to school, but I wasn't going to class. So I was pretending to go to school. I was pretending to go to my classes. So I will see my teachers the first day of school, and then yun na yung last day ko rin sila makikita. That was the first day. Yeah, that was the first day and the last day na nakita ko sila. So pero at the whole time I was at home studying Adobe Photoshop. Paano maglagay ng mukha ko sa ibang mukha ng tao. Parang ganun.
It was more focused on honing the skill na ng mga at those early days pa lang.
It was honing the skill and really just experimenting the hell out of Adobe Photoshop. Parang whatever I can. Ito pala yung paano gumawa nito. Ito pala gumawa ng ganito. Parang namulat ako sa parang may discover akong treasure chest. Tapos hinahalongkat ko lang ng hilahalongkat yung all the things that you can do in that piece of software. And even at that time, parang, wow, alam ko paano to gawin. So, big sabihin, designer ako, parang ganun. So, I was one of those kids na akala mo, nakahawak ka lang ng software, magaling ka na. Parang ganun. Kunyari, nakapag-picture ka ng iPhone na maganda na picture, I'm a very good photographer. Parang ganun na yung perception ko sa sarili ko.
Pero everything, did you read books? How was the learning
process? I read books. Kasi there was a book called, nauso yan eh. I'm sure meron pa rin. Yung pinaka mga books na binili ko yung Photoshop 4 for Dummies. Alam niyo yun, di ba? Yung The For Dummies series, kunyari.
Dami hanggang ngayon.
Meron pa rin.
NLP for Dummies.
Ayan, exactly. So
Parenting for Dummies.
Exactly. Yun yung biblia ko for Photoshop. Parang kasi wala pang YouTube, wala pang kahit ano. There was a site called, marami lang doon mga tutorial sites, usong-uso yung before. Kasi wala pang major platforms where they teach you via video. As in, kapag may mahanap kaming video online, yun, parang, uy bro, nakakita ko ng video, paano to gawin? Sinishare namin yun around. Nakita mo na ba to? Nakita mo na paano gawin to? That was like, parang ka nag-share ng drugs. Parang ito, nagawa mo na ba to sa Photoshop? Ito, kaya mo yan. Parang yan.
Yung gano'n, nung mga panahon, pasahan yan ng links ang ginagawa, ang hinahanap ko nun, puro guitar licks nun eh. So,
ganun.
Paul Gil, may video ng ganito, tinuro na to ganito, tapos bibilin mo pa yung mga CD. Those were the days. Ngayon kasi syempre lahat pwede mo na ma-access, di ba? Ang laking bagay. Pero ito, sige, before we go on with the story, syempre i-shout out daw muna natin yung mga friends natin na nanonood ngayon, di ba? What's up? So,
may nakita ko yung dati kong boss nandyan si Ninay.
Hi. Sige, isa-isa natin. So, Andrew, si Rainer, si Joe, nandyan, si Ken, Angelica, Christine. Yan, dami natin pag-uusapan ngayon, guys. So, stay tuned.
Saan mo nakita yun? Dun sa ano?
Sa pag-click mo yung sa Facebook, tapos nakita mo yung mga joined, tas joined. Si Eileen nandyan, si Kimmy nandyan, Dexter, Arlene, Fred. Uy, si Fred, nasa Cebu ka na, bro, ha? Yung dried mangoes ko. Dried mangoes ko. Si Chrismon, si Eman, Gerard, thanks for the tag, man. Tapos share nyo na rin para at least marami pa tayong ma-reach out at matulungan dito sa episode na to. Lowell, nandiyan. Ang daming creatives, no? Ang daming friends ng creatives na nanonood. JC, si Ninoy yun. Ninoy, proud of you yun.
Ayan, si
AR, Julian, Emerson.
Pinakaunang boss ko yan, si Ninoy. Yan yung naniwala sa akin na nung nagsa-start ako.
I do believe it's very important na ako sa akin isa yun sa mga naaalala ko pa rin yung mga boss na nag-guide din sa akin. I don't see them as a boss I right now I'm looking up to them as mentors
They're really mentors kasi they took a chance. They would take a chance on ako parang pag tinignan ko yung past ko without no degrees, no real portfolio, parang somebody took a chance and said, sige, pagbigyan natin to mga namang may content. Pagbigyan natin. Si Nina yun. At parati akong very grateful for that opportunity.
Yung opportunity na yun na they saw something in you and then they actually not just spent ng knowledge they spent time. Yun yung ako sa akin to all our mga bosses before, thank you so much for trusting. Yun. Si Josh master salesman, si Josh sales trainer, si Butch dyan, hypnotherapist, what's up bro? Joel, kasama lang kita kahapon man nagginawa kami kahapon, nag-hypnosis kami, parang self-hypnosis na training. So ang daming parang pinakausap sa amin yung mga yung mga subconscious minds
mahilig ako sa subconscious mind. I'm a believer of that. I'm also into that na nakikinig ako ng mga audio sa gabi. Mga affirmations,
meditation, mga guided meditation. Sobrang relaxing din Kaya ako with everything that's going on with life, it's always good to actually communicate with yourself then. Yun yung minsan nakakalimutan na step
No, diba? I agree. yung buong trajectory ko, I think one of the most important things was me discovering who I was. I think because yun yung nagdala kung saan ako ngayon kasi I was aware. I wasn't as aware as I was now, but I was aware that dito ako magta-thrive na environment. And then when I had already an inclination of what that was my strength was. And then when I took I don't know kung familiar ka sa yung strengths test, yung Gallup strengths test.
Yung mga strength tests, yung Gallup
test.
narinig ko na yung mga strength test din. Pero yung Gallup, I think that's one of the top names dun sa mga strength tests.
Yeah, so nung nakuha ko yung test na yun, na-discover ko yung mga strengths ko and na-validate yung mga things na alam ko na ganito ako nung bata pa lang ako Siguro nung nag-search ako nung
I'll take note of that word. Very important yung nasabi mong word validate.
Na-validate mismo.
Yun, na-validate. Yun yung word. Kasi yun pag na-validate yung strength mo, mas nagiging confident ka dun Tama.
Exactly. Parang ako, alam mo na in any opportunity, in any situation you get in, whether it's personal or in your job, parang when you know your strengths and it's validated, alam mo na okay, I recognize this is an environment where I can utilize my strengths, or this is an environment where I'm not so strong in this kind of situation. Therefore, I will need support, or I will need help in this area. So
Yung essence ng teamwork, eh, no?
yeah, exactly. Teamwork and hiring the right people and working with the right people. Kumbaga, pag inisip mo, parang yung learning ko ngayon, like working in an environment, in a corporate environment, yung ibang tao, akala mo, masama ang tao na yun, or hindi kami, okay. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang nag-jive yung strengths nyo, or hindi nag-jive yung weakness niya dun sa strength mo, hindi kayo nag-complement. So parang ako nga, sana lahat ng tao, even kids, they take the strengths test and they discover who they are.
May free naman yung strength test or may bayad?
I think may free, merong may bayad. Yung ginawa ko, yung Gallup. I forget, there's another name for it.
Ayun, guys, search nyo. Yeah. Tumingin kayo ng mga strength test sa online. Alam ko meron yung isang friend ko rin ginagawa ngayon, si George. Hi, George. Ayan, ginagawa rin siya, strength finder.
Strength finder.
Finding your superpower naman yata yung kay George. Na-interview ko siya kasi last time. Pero if ever, guys, yun nga, it would help to validate your strengths din. Tumingin din kayo sa online. Kung makikita nyo yung Gallup, check it out. Kung may link ka, mamaya, post natin. Tingnan natin.
I forget hihingin ko sa wife ko.
Tingin tayo. Sa akin, yung mga test naman din na gano'n to understand yourself more than ginamit ko yung disc. Yung pinaka-effective
ano yung disc? Paano yung disc?
Disc profiling yun eh. Kumbaga, na malalaman mo kung ano yung personality trait mo. Iba-iba kasi yung meaning nun. Yung D, dominant, I, influential, yung S, steady, yung C, medyo corrective. So parang, pag nakita mo yung balance mo doon, okay. It tells more about you. And dun sa ginamit kong test na ganun, ang lalim, pare. Dinidiscuss talaga niya kung bakit ka ganun, ba't ganun yung ugali mo. Parang kang binasa ng albularyo or ng manghuhula eh. Parang, wow, solid. Pero
pa-send ng pa-send ng link niya.
Ipopost ko dito mamaya sa note ko. Pero the important word na natutunan natin dito is validation. It helps a lot. 'Di ba? So, in regards dun sa napag-usapan natin kanina sa strengths and weaknesses, what's your thoughts about it? Do you focus on honing the weakness or do you focus on strengthening the strength?
Strengthening the strength. Ang ganda nun,
diba?
Yeah.
Pwede.
Yeah. Ako, if you have a strength or a group of strengths, you strengthen the strength and really go in on that strength. And as much as possible, yung strengths mo, i-cross-match mo sila para imagine if you're in an environment where lahat ng top strengths mo, you are utilizing them. Parang feeling ko you won't be unhappy with what you're doing.
Agree. Yeah. Ang laking, I could second that. Kasi ako, yun yung belief ko eh. Dati may time na inisip ko, teka lang, I already na-check ko na yung mga strengths ko, what I believe that I'm happy doing. Then nakikita ko yung weakness ko, yung mga the things that I don't like to do then. Kuwari, ito, creatives. Ako acknowledge ko yun, I'm not a creative. Pero sa marketing, hindi naman pwedeng umasa sa ibang tao palagi. So I have to do something then. So instead of minsan improving the weakness, ang ginagawa ko, I compensate for my weakness.
Tama.
Diba? May mga tao na magaling dun eh. If I have the time, I could invest more time in learning that skill naman. Pero since ngayon, as usually, parang sa age na to, parang wala na akong time din gawin yun eh. Aralin pa yung mahabang process para maging masabi kong magaling ako eh. So I hire good people na lang.
No, I agree. No, I agree. Actually, if you learn something, it has to complement parang a strength. Parang ganun. Okay. Parang ako, I wouldn't try to learn something that is on the side of my weakness. Gets mo? Parang if I learn something new, I would want to do it na based siya sa, kasi magaling ako dito, therefore I learned something that would make me even better there. Pero when you said kanina na creative, hindi ako agreed na hindi ka creative. Everybody's creative, even if you're not in the creative industry.
Konti lang.
Yeah. No, we all are. Kasi the moment you do something that is beyond your own comfort zone, that is beyond your own, di ba, parang circle of, ito yung kaya ko gawin. Pag umapa ka dun sa step na beyond that, you are literally creating something new in your brain, in the connections of your brain, di ba? So parang you are being a creator, and that is what creativity is creating something new. So hindi siya pang designer, pang artist.
For everyone.
Actually, it's for all the kids were born creative, all of us. Kumbaga, it was taught out of us. by education, by religion, by family, by government, kasi they want us to stay in that lane.
Boxing. Diba? Tawag mo boxing. At least naiipit ka sa box na yan.
Mismo. So,
pero yung going back to the story, sige, yung nandun na tayo sa, okay, after 8 years, you decided to do nag-focus ka na talaga dun sa thing mo eh. What catapulted you to actually getting those big projects? Kasi from, nakita mo na yung skill mo eh. What catapulted, ano yung mga events na nangyari? Kung paano na-close tong?
Malayo pa yun.
Malayo pa yun.
So, it was in my first job. Parang yung si Nina nag-comment. Parang I was a dropout, and then I decided to, I made the big decision. That was the turning point when I said to my family and my parents, Dad, Mom, hindi na ako pumapasok sa school. Pero marunong ako mag-Photoshop, tsaka marunong ako mag-HTML, marunong ako gumawa ng website. So when you tell your parents that at that age, hindi nila alam yung ibig sabihin nun. They don't know what a website is. So parang tinapon mo nila yung buong future mo sa harap nila, sinabi mo. So pero it was the biggest decision that I made in my life at that point, kasi it was the boldest move that I ever did as a 20-plus-year-old kid. And sabi ko, I want to do this. I know I can do this, and this is what I do, and I leave school. And then nagkataon, when I made that big decision, parang nag-fall, siguro I think my dad was talking to his friend, and then his friend owned a company. Tingnan mo naman yung anak ko, ano bang ginagawa niya? And then yung company, yung friend niya, nag-start up ng company, web design firm. And then sinabi niya dun sa creative director, tingnan mo nga yung trabaho nitong di marupot na to. And then I got that job. And that was really the start of the creative career, na parang, kahit pala palpak ka at wala kang alam sa college at wala kang natapos, people see yung ginawa mong on your own, yung self-education, the things that you learned on your own, may worth din pala yun sa ibang tao. So doon ako nagkaroon ng job. And then for about 2 years, it landed me naman the big job, another job for the global ad agency. So sobrang laki ng role ko doon. I was nobody, and then when I came in that company, they said, we're going to start a digital department. You will make that happen. So parang ako,
how did you feel nung nasabi sa'yo yun?
Parang na-validate din yung ginawa ko. Kumbaga, yung confidence ko, yung level ng confidence. Kasi my first job gave me the confidence about my skill set. And then when I got that job, parang it became hindi lang siya about the design skill set, but it also became, how do I make this a bigger thing? Like, it's sort of like, let's start a business together. Pero you are within this company. Kasi there were no clients. They didn't know how to price projects. They didn't know the technologies that were involved in, say, making a website. Nobody knew in the ad agency, and I was supposed to be the person to help them bridge that whole thing. So parang do this, start the department, and then we need to get projects, obviously, and then we need to find clients. So lahat yun. And then pagdating nung sa, we have this opportunity with, at the time, Nokia. The big company was Nokia here in the Philippines. So, may project tayo. Paano natin ipa-price? So, si EJ, ikaw mag-price lahat yan. Ikaw mag-present, ikaw lahat. So, I had a part, pricing, presenting.
Pag-usapan natin yan mamaya. Importante, pricing.
So,
hirap kasi din mag-price lalo na kailangan alam mo rin yung value mo dyan eh. So parang mag-research ka rin sa competitors mo para hindi ka, so malaking factor yan eh. Pero ito, sabi ni Ninoy, yun, ang ganda ng quote na dito eh. We don't hire good graduates. We get the best dropouts. Lupit.
Yun yung mantra namin kasi we had a couple of other guys who were we were the best kick-outs of UP.
Solid, ang ganda ng quote na yun. Ang ganda ng quote na yun. Ang dami rin, through the years, ang dami ko rin nakita mga quotes for work eh. Parang, we don't hire the best, we create them. Mga ganun. Yung mga build inside the company yan eh. Solid. Si Emerson yes, nobody beats determination and hard work. Agree. Super agree. So, ang dami pa natin friends joining in, no? Hey, what's up? Si Miguel, si Ella, kamusta? Guys, sa mga nanonood, comment lang kayo. I mean, we're, nagkwentuhan lang kami in regards sa mga learnings through the years, and then we'll go to topics like online, working at home, and yung mga surprising understanding of your value rin, portfolios, pag-usapan natin yan dito sa session natin yan. Pero syempre, also, we want to acknowledge you joining us today para at least alam namin kung sino yung mga kausap din namin dito ngayon.
Si 𝐶𝐴𝐧𝐿. Si Emerson tsaka si 𝐶𝐴𝐧𝐿, mga kasama ko yan sa gaming.
Uy, gaming. Nice.
Si Kaloy, kapitbahay.
Anong nilalaro nyo? Anong games nyo?
Actually, sila na lang yung naglalaro eh. But there was a point where I was really addicted to Tom Clancy's The Division.
The Division. Ayos yun. Oo. Ako ngayon, I still play. Kaya hindi rin ako nagtapos doon dahil sa Counter-Strike. So, IT ako, major in CS. Diba? Counter-Strike. Yun yung nangyari sa akin.
Yung first job namin, Counter-Strike kami, LAN. Sa LAN.
Sa LAN.
Kaya masaya yung job na yun, yung first job ko.
Saya. Ito, si Fred naman, nag-comment, I'm reading the book right now. What you said sounded like Ogilvy mentioned on his book. Yeah, galing bro. Fred, nagsusubo ka na ba? Yung
Genius and si David Ogilvy. David Ogilvy is one of the pioneers of advertising. Pero
pasalamat tayo kay Fred. Fred, thanks for connecting us today.
Oo nga, Fred.
Sobrang helpful mo. More power to you. Si Kaloy, Kaloy. Hi neighbor AJ, thank you second for having us.
Kaloy.
Super thanks. Guys, if you have any insights or questions, comment lang kayo. Okay, back to the story. So, yung kanina, naputol tayo dun sa pricing eh. Siguro, let's talk about, since doon na tayo sa topic na yan. How do you price your works or a project? What are the thoughts na kailangan mong i-consider before you put a price on something?
Yung pinaka-common na, I think, growing up, parang in the industry, parang we always believe that pricing was external from us. Parang it doesn't involve our own situation, our own, the way we valued ourselves. Parang when you're not confident yet as a young designer or as a young person who's selling their own services, you always ask from your peers. Pero as I grew older, actually I'm gonna teach this in my workshop for online Filipino workers. Parang different models of pricing. Pero yung parang one of the things that I learned in the almost 20 years of my career is that pricing talaga is, a lot of it is how much you think you're worth. Kung ano yung value mo sa sarili mo. At yun, kung ano yung deserve mong price. That is one. That is a major factor. And then the next factor that I think a lot of people parang think that's it. is that any project, any endeavor, you have the materials and input that you put into it. And that is time and resource. And then when you put in the time and resource, I think karamihan ng tao, they stop there. They say, I put in 10 hours, I put in 20 hours, I put in one whole day. Therefore, I will charge for one whole day. Parang ganon. Instead of actually all that cost, lahat ng sinabi mo na input na yun, is just cost of doing your business. It should not be the price. It should not be the price that you show your client. Kumbaga, that is your internal cost. So kung gagawa ka ng sapatos ng si Nike, yun lang yung cost of your materials, cost of the labor, kung $1 ba yun or whatever, $10 lahat yun. Sa atin, karamihan, $10 din ang bibenta natin sa client. Sa kanya, hindi. When you sell it to client, it has to be, hindi, $150 is the cost. Pero karamihan is the actual price that you sell it to the client. Karamihan nakikita ko dito, even me as I grew up, growing up in the industry, I thought whatever you put in must be the value of your work. I never considered anything else. Which is I think a mistake that a lot of creatives do. Kaya they will say, kung ginawa ko ito ng isang oras, therefore, this is only 1,500 pesos worth. Parang gano'n. Imbis na, hindi ko inisip yung, unang-una, hindi mo inisip yung client. Sino ba yung client? So, ako nga, I would charge differently for the same project to different clients. Depends on the client.
Agree. Depende sa client. Depende sa client. Dami factors eh. Depende sa client. Depende sa reach.
Yes, so wala siyang standard. Kumbaga, there is no fixed rate. There is no fixed rate. Parang if you put yourself in, pag binox mo yung sarili mo dun sa isang rate, parang wala na yung opportunity for you to make more money depending on how big the client is. Yun yung mga na-learn ko lately. It's a very, very, very big topic in terms of how to price your creativity.
Sabi nga ni Mark Hipolito, value pricing.
Yan. Yes, it's value pricing basically. So not the price of the input or the cost of the input that you put in. And for me, it really depends on the client. And the kind of project, and a lot of people also fail to put into account yung tinatawag natin na usage and yung rights. So saan ba gagamitin? Saan mo gagamitin yung design or yung project, yung photo na to, yung video na to? Pag sinabi mo sa isang video na global,
iba yun.
It's a different cost. That's a different cost than Philippines lang to, or this is a Visayan region, Visayan region campaign for DOT in Tawi-Tawi or wherever, or Cebu. Doon lang natin gagamitin to. So, iba yung cost na yun.
So, may mga factors to consider in regards to creatives, lalo na kunwari for personal use lang, yung mga ganun, for weddings, ganun, or for local level, city, Visay, or yung country na, or talagang worldwide, no? May factors talaga na ganun.
ASEAN region. So when you work with global companies, alam nila yon. They are aware that there are things that will cost that are kasi dito lang siya, Europe and Middle East, or ito Asia Pacific lang yung campaign na to, your design na to. So, ito United States lang, or ito Canada lang. So, lahat yun, there's a money value attached to those things.
Is negotiation or negotiating skills important in this, or kahit steady ka lang, sila naman nahabol sa'yo pag may value ka na? What do you think about negotiating skills here? Is it important?
I think it's very important as a creative person or anybody who is involved in trading their services for money.
Hmm.
Parang feeling ko uh, sana tinuturo to nung college tayo. Sana tinuro paano ba
It's a
mag-negotiate.
very, very good skill.
How do
Yeah.
you negotiate your value in kunyari, getting a job? How do you negotiate your value in selling a service or a project? How do you market yourself as a whatever your career is going to be? Parang feeling ko, parang when you're here as a designer, parang or a creative person, parang feeling ko yun yung last thing that you're thinking about. Kaya nung pag nasabak ka na sa real industry and you're working, sobra kang nangangapa and there's a lot of pain points or painful experiences kasi hindi mo alam na kailangan pala mag-price ka ng ganito or gano'n. So you really learn by making mistakes and getting into really bad deals. Kumbaga, yeah, yung mga horror stories na narinig ko recently sa Facebook, yung nag-post siya kasi yung client niya, na friend niya, babayaran siya ng 600 for creating social media. Tapos every week, parang ganun. So every time siya gagawa, nag-i-excuse si client na, oh, next time na lang kasi wala pa ako. Pero gawin mo to. Gawin mo naman to, ganun. So yung 600 niya, lumalaki yung ginagawa niya, pero yung 600 niya hindi pa nababayaran. So parang tinatanong pa niya kung, oh, tama ba tong, alam mo yon yung for 600 pesos, he was still trying to figure out kung ano yung gagawin niya. Kung mag-galit ba siya or so yung mga ganong horror stories yung tinatry kong parang sana pwede nating iwasan to at meron tayong pwedeng gawing paraan na unang-una, kung maliit man yung project, mas malaki na siya sa local rates. So that goes back to where me working for clients abroad and all those things.
Kaya juicy topic yan. Pag-usapan natin mamaya. Pero may question tayo since nandito tayo sa topic ng pricing ngayon. Si Paul Montaño. Yan, what's the standard pricing for a logo? AJ.
Ang standard pricing for a logo is dependent sa iyo, tsaka dependent sa client mo. So walang standard. So ako, I don't want to impose parang what you want. But I've seen what I've seen in the local industry, which is not where I am. Parang hindi ko yun market. May nakikita ko 500 for a logo. May nakikita ko 1,500 for a logo. May nakikita akong 5,000 for a logo. May nakikita akong wala pa akong nakikita na nakikwento na o baka meron pa konti-konti. 25,000 for a logo and then some start at 50,000, some 100,000. I know some people who will charge not just a logo but the whole branding system in the hundreds of thousands of pesos. So for us, wow, that's so big. Pero when you look at it on a global scale, parang there are some projects naman, $100,000 siya nagsa-start or up to the $1.5 million logo or hindi lang logo yun. That's the whole brand identity system. Pero
ang laking factor nun, no?
So it depends on the industry you're in, and what people are charging in that industry or how big that company is. So for example, if you say you have standard rates for a logo, if you say I charge 5,000 pesos per logo, and then you go find clients abroad and all those things. Pag nakapagkausap mo si Nike, tapos sinabihan ka niya, oh, hey, can you do a logo for us? Tapos sinabi mo, yeah, of course, I charge $100 a logo. Baka ayaw ka ninyang katrabahuan. Baka ayaw ka ninyang maka-work kasi hindi ka pala seryoso sa ginagawa mo. Bakit 100 lang yung trabaho mo, yung logo na charge mo? So that might even go against you if you want to work with bigger brands. Pero say if you work with a local company who's just starting a bakery, si nanay tsaka si lolo nag-start ng bakery, I don't think 5,000 might be a lot for them. Pero pwedeng hindi. Pero, so yung standard rates, hindi ako masyadong,
Mahirap no?
agree.
Iba-iba yung
Siguro,
situation Iba-iba yung situation. Siguro there could be standard rates for for each and every designer.
yeah, like a tier system, pwede yun.
Tier siguro, pwede.
Parang, I think si Rock was mentioning it in your interview with him.
Yeah, yung at least may ma-gauge kagad kung anong level ng designer. Yun yung goal niya
Kung
ganda
student ka lang or 2 years pa lang nagde-design, ito yung rates mo, pwede rin yun. I mean, I think that's very interesting.
Very
so, para,
easy to classify din no? Yeah. That would be, yun nga, kausap ko rin si Ra kanina. So, nag-uusap kami regarding, interesting nga. Sabi ni Paul, sabi niya, because I learned one company charge 1M for a branding logo.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Hindi lang, $1 million, hindi lang 1 million pesos.
Ano na siya, as nakikita naman natin as the bigger the company, the more the understanding there is na they have to actually invest in their creatives. Yun
yeah, actually marami tayong local corporations who pay that much for a logo. The only sad thing is they don't hire the local agencies to do it. I don't know. Baka meron din, pero the big ones, they hire international.
They go outside, like mga ganun sa US pa rin, 'di ba? Doon pa rin sila kumukuha.
They'll pay $1 million to, I guess they have that, ganun sila kayaman. So
they have the capacity naman.
Yeah, pero sana one day there's an agency here in the Philippines na I did a $1 million project with a local conglomerate or a local company na Pinoy yung company, Pinoy din yung studio that was paid that much.
There's a big chance for that, yeah.
Yeah, the only problem I see when people charge high, ito yung parang nakikita kong issue with some of the local designers or any creative person. I've seen it everywhere. When they see somebody charge high and they see the quality of the work, they judge the quality of the work and say, yan ba ang $1 million worth? Kaya ko yan gawin eh. Or, di ba? I'm sure you've experienced that.
Yeah.
Yan ba ang 100,000 pesos na logo? Kaya ko naman gawin ng 5 minutes yan eh. So, sila mismo, yung mga designers and creatives who are complaining about the prices here in the Philippines, sila rin yung mismo magbe-bring down ng somebody who can charge high. Yun yung na-notice ko. Parang sila mismo na they complain about the rates, they complain about there are no standards, barat ng client ito. Pero pag nakakita sila ng logo na simple or that they think they can do in 1 minute or 5 minutes, sila mismo nagbe-bring down na bakit mo charge ng ganun? So it's very ironic lang that a lot of creatives do that. So it's always the opposite. If I see a design or a logo or whatever, and they can charge this much for that piece, kahit kaya ko yung gawin ng 2 minutes or 5 minutes, ako parang that's the way to go. Kasi that means everybody below them can rise and they can increase their rates. Instead of trying to bring them down, na bakit ka mag-charge ng ganyan na napakasimple lang ng ginawa mo? Unang-una, you don't know what the project was. You don't know the brief. You don't know what was involved. Ang nakikita lang kasi ng tao at ng designer, yung end result. At ginajudge na ng tao, kaya ko naman yan. Or mas magaling naman ako doon. Bakit ito ganun? Ito mali. Na-gets mo? Parang
meron dyan issue ngayon eh. Yung issue kay Richard Gomez.
Yun.
Yun. Ganun yun.
Although may ibang thoughts din ako dyan. Pero,
sige, wala naman na usapan. Sabi nga ni William Almozara, sabi ni, madalas sa local, madaming crabby moments talaga. Yeah. Even hindi lang local. I think it's worldwide. Pero yung sa Pilipinas kasi, I think, mas marami talagang crabby moments. Nangyayari yan.
Parang, yun nga, yung iba naman, malulungkot nga sila kasi kino-compare nila yung work nila of art. Talagang they blood, sweat, and tears, and then they will show, and then they will compare it side by side with yung Richard Gomez's yung dick painting niya. So parang sila, how can I charge this low, and then this guy can charge this much? Parang medyo in a sense medyo parang nakakaawa rin yung side na yun, di ba? Parang pero sinabi nga nila sa art, yung study na yun sa US ba na it's yung mga naging famous artists, parang sumikat sila dahil sa mga kakilala nila. Pero yeah, which is not to bring down like true artists who really are, I mean, I think halo-halo it's all subjective. Pero the way I see him, I think is he comes from a place of privilege. So if he recognizes that, na because he is this person, he has this name, and people buy his work because he has this name, I think he has to recognize that, parang ganon, na alam mo yun, I have an advantage kasi people know who I am. So I think okay lang yun if he understands that notion, that lamang na agad siya sa artist na who's been doing it for 20 years and nobody buys his paintings, or he's more proficient and more talented in the sense of skill, but alam dapat niya na hindi kasi ako, I have a face and I people know who I am. If he recognizes that ako, then you know, more power to him. Yun yung
malaking factor din yung personal branding no?
Yes, very important, lalo na for creatives and designers to like myself to work with clients abroad. In fact, that's one of the things that I teach. You really have your personal branding is very important.
Yung in regards to your work naman, since nandito tayo sa topic ng logos and everything, is there sige, pakita natin onti yung sa mga logos na nagawa mo rin. Highlight din natin, tingnan natin yung and kung ano yung thoughts na pumasok sa utak mo in regards to creating that logo and actually pricing that logo. Kahit di mo naman sabihin yung price, yung thoughts lang on pricing the logo. Pero Lyle, i-ask natin yung question mo in a bit natin. Ang question kasi ni Lyle, is a long experience in corporate setup needed to leap to full-time freelancing?
Magandang question yun. Ako, it was very valuable, my corporate experience. It was very, very, very valuable to my freelance career. Kasi unang-una, na-discover ko yung mga things na hindi ako masyadong magaling. Yung weaknesses ko was in the world of corporate, parang I was lone wolf ako So parang I acted upon my own. I made my own decisions. And when you're in a company, that's not gonna with a lot of people. It's gonna rub people the wrong way kung didiskarte ka ng sarili mo at gagawa ka ng sarili mong whatever. Yung pala may naapakan kang ganyan, or meron kang hindi dinadaan na tamang routes for what you're supposed to be going through. So parang a lot of it pala is compromise. A lot of it is
compromise. Connectivity rin. Systems. Yan. Ang laking factor niyan sa corporate kasi you get to follow a rule that's already there 'di ba? Hindi ikaw yung gagawa ng sarili mong rules Yun yung malaking factor doon. So I personally I agree with you rin. So to answer the question ni Lyle, bro, malaking factor yung corporate experience, pare. Yeah.
Malaki kasi alam mo yung malalaman mo yung unang-una ako, nalaman ko yung ayaw ko. Tapos nalaman ko na there's always when working with clients and projects, kahit solopreneur ako or solo practice, you're still working with clients, which is parang essentially mga office mates mo, yung boss mo, yung client ng boss mo. So you're still answering to somebody else in that sense.
Parang ganun pa rin eh. Kaya ang laki ng factoring ng iba yung mindset nung employee ka working with the boss, and iba yung mindset din as a business owner na you're the boss.
Yun.
Diba? Kaiba yun.
Yun yung parang if you're gonna get shit from your boss and you're gonna get shit from your client, parang you'd rather get shit from your client kasi it's your business eh. Gets mo? Parang yun yung ano ko, yung naging experience ko. Parang kasi gusto ko yung trabaho na to, therefore I can take it. I can take if your client is unreasonable kasi this is my thing. Kumbaga, this is just part of the whole thing of running your own business. So parang
responsibilities.
Kasi mahirap eh. Kumbaga, in anything, may mahirap na project, may mahirap na client. Parang ako, I might as well go through hardship because when I love the thing that I'm doing. Kaysa, di ba, go through hardship when you hate what you're going through and you hate the project and you hate whatever. So parang you can hate something, you can hate the situation, you can hate the timelines, you can hate the budget, but you can love the whole process of being in that whole thing that ikaw yung boss or
dun ka tatagal eh if you feel good about what you're doing eh. And yung dun sa napag-uusapan natin kanina, nakita mo yung shift in responsibilities from working with a boss than ikaw na yung boss. Kasi pag ikaw na yung boss, usually minsan wala ka nang maaasang iba eh. Nasa iyo lahat yun eh. Nasa iyo lahat yun eh. So
you pick up a lot of skill sets na beyond being a creative person. You are everything. You are the project manager. You're the accountant. You're everything.
Siguro to add dun sa usapan na to, it's always good to have experience na to work for someone din muna before you go with your own way. Kasi ang nabibuild dun yung EQ, yung emotionals mo eh, yung how you connect with people eh. So, may mga friends kasi ako na hindi na dumaan sa employment eh. Diretso na sila dun sa freelance,
self-employed
na. And some of them, ayoko lahatin some of them have really low EQ. Hindi nila parang, hindi, sige, tanggalin ko na yan. Walang factor involved na to help improve the person. Wala. As in, okay, sige na.
Okay. That's very interesting. That's interesting. Parang wala silang patience for for inept people, ganun. Pag mahina yung tao na yan, tapos na, alis ka na.
Tapos na. Wala na kaagad. So, yung nakita ko kasi, depende rin siya sa tao, depende rin sa environment na kinalakihan. Kaya I do believe na we're both lucky we've had really good mentors and bosses kasi those people hindi lang enlightened also empowered us to be who we are now. Yun. Thank you.
So
yun, in regards sa logo, could you share your screen? Baka may, let's show our friends then your works, yung mga logos na nagawa mo and the thoughts that came into it, yung inspiration, and in regards din sa pricing, we could also talk about that. Ano yung
actually karamihan nitong nandito, mga t-shirt design, pero meron parang logo siya. So I can show those things.
Sige.
Teka, punta tayo sa
hi ulit sa mga friends natin joining in. Yeah, Laila, hope that answers the question. Dinalima namin yung sagot dyan. Si William, ulit, once na nakita nila na mas mataas sa kanila yung charge or nakita nila na di nila kaya mag-charge ng ganun, nai-insecure sila. Which as a designer, we need to learn why they charge that much. Okay. Yeah. Importante yun. Thanks for the comment, William. Sheila, nandyan. What's up?
Anong sabi ni Sheila?
Ano yung friend ko, si Sheila Godoy, nandyan. Friend namin ni Fred. Yan. Sobrang galing na freelancer din yan. Si Paul used to work with AJ before, 15 years ago. Learned a lot from him. Yan.
Si Paul. Yan din yung isa kong first gig bago ako mag full-time job. Nasa isang community, parang Catholic community na yun, binigyan din ako ng chance nung for 5,000 pesos a month. Parang mag-design ka dyan ng mga parang ano siya, pang internship, ganun. So yun, nag-gain ko yung confidence ko doon. Kasama ko dyan si Paul.
So, yun yung isa na sa mga pinag-usap. Kasi usually guys, pag before kami mag-live, nagkukwentuhan din kami. And then napag-uusapan namin kanina yung importance nung not just the people around you but the people around you who support you. Kakaiba kasi yung, exactly. 'Di ba? Maraming tao sa paligid mo, 'di ba? Pero wala lang. 'Di ba? Dami natin Facebook friends, pero pag nakita mo in harap-harapan, wala lang, deadma lang, 'di ba? So it's a good factor to consider to push yourself forward ng mabilis is to find the people who genuinely give you the love, the support, and 'di ba? Very important yan.
Sobrang important. I'm gonna show some of my work, not necessarily logos, but a lot of them kasi is apparel and t-shirt.
Yan.
So, like this is some pieces that I did for Jordan brand. Mga pitch ideas ito. And then ito yung parang 2 t-shirt designs that I did for Jordan brand na yung project na to very interesting kasi sabi nila this is for Jordan brand but we can't use the face of Michael Jordan. So literally pinakita ko yung likod ng ulo niya, yung kalbo ng ulo itong sa left. Tapos tong sa harap wala kaming choice na diliman yung mukha niya kasi
silhouette na lang.
Hindi raw pwede. Kahit yung name ng team niya bawal. So
may factor yung time na yun, no, na dyan sa project na yun specifically, no.
Yeah, yun yung brief, yun yung sa left, yung parang we need to show Michael Jordan but we cannot show his face. So that's a design problem. That's a design parang how as a designer, an illustrator, how will you show that in the t-shirt?
Ayun, challenge.
That's the challenge. So itong nasa left, pinakita ko, di pakita natin yung ulo niya, tapos kita naman yung name niya. So alam mo na siya yan, diba? So
yeah, interesting. Dun sa project na yan, question lang. Sa ilan yung pinasa mo diyan bago yan na-approve?
Marami akong concept, siguro mga 3 or 4 for this particular project on the left. And then they approved this one. And then pagka-approve ng design ng concept na yon, we then proceeded to designing it. Siguro nag-go yan into 3 to 4 iterations or 5 even. Kumbaga pabalik-balik. Ito, palitan natin to, dagdagan natin ito, ayusin natin yung texture ng katawan niya, lagyan natin ng background. Ganun. So, marami siyang iterations, marami siyang back and forth to finish the project.
Kasi yun nga minsan kasi may mga friends ako inaabot sila ng mga ang dami, 10 yung pinapasa nila. Tapos minsan wala pa doon yung mapipili. So it's very very important na maintindihan mo rin kaagad yung sinasabi ng client mo para at least hindi ka na masyado mag-spend time finding or creating something na alam mong hindi naman nila magugustuhan in the first place.
Medyo mahirap din yun kasi kailangan clear din yung brief from client. This is what we need, this is what we want, this is the expectation. Therefore, para pag when you submit work in design, you can judge it based on something that is objective that was given by the client that you both agreed on. Kasi pinakamahirap na client is gawa ka ng something tapos i-approve ko yung mga gusto ko. Patay tayo doon. Kung may ganung client, alam mo na yung pricing mo. That's another factor, di ba? Alam mo yung pricing mo. Kung if you charge 10,000 for a logo, this client is going to be hard because we're going to do a guessing game based on their logo that they want. So kung 10,000 lang yung charge mo, you add a multiplier, which is you multiply your current price by 200%, by 300%, or whatever. So kunyari, gawin mo siyang imbis na 10,000, gawin mo 50,000 yung cost ng logo mo. Kasi alam mo yung client mo will be very subjective when they choose the work. Hindi sila objective when they choose when they pick a design or a logo. It can be any project and any design. So that's what I'm saying when pricing, it really changes on the situation, the client, and how much you value yourself and your experience. So ang daming factors.
Yun, sabi ni Paul, true. Visual graphic designs create solutions to communication problems.
Exactly.
Yeah, sige. Yung next na
hanap tayo. So ito yung design na yon, si Michael Jordan, na nakita ko yung
t-shirt mo. How do you feel? Pag nakita mo yung work mo?
Na-shock ako dito kasi I was watching this game on the sa computer ko, yung meron akong season pass to watch the So grabe, sabi ko, paano ko ba i-rewind yun? So since may season pass ako, makikita mo nga dyan sa bottom yun, parang i-rewind.
May line, no? Pwede mo.
I-rewind ko siya. So para mahanap ko yung exact moment na kung saan ko nakita yung design ko tsaka yung si Michael Jordan. So
ang ganda nung dating din eh, no? So nung nakita mo siya, ano siya, gulat ba siya or
gulat, parang
gulat siya. Uy.
Ganun. Parang tama ba? Design ko ba yun? Ganun. Parang nakakatawa lang. So parang ito yung mga ipapakita ko sa mga apo ko, ganun, kahit hindi nila kilala sino yung tao na to.
Michael Jordan. Sino ba yung kalbo na? Pero super MJ, solid. Yung mga era din niya yan.
Yeah.
Tapos, sige.
Ito parang logos to.
Yan.
Pero ito pitch, hindi nila kinuha, pero gusto ko yung work. Gusto ko yung work na yan kasi parang sabi nila, gamitin mo yung logo ng Jordan brand tapos i-relate mo dun sa
country, no?
Cities around the world.
Na city.
Kung saan siya malaki. So like for example, this Jordan brand and the London, naisip ko yung London Underground na logo. Yung subway nila, yung MRT system nila. Parang in-incorporate ko yung Jordan brand logo siya. Or in something Paris. Something Paris. Like Paris. The A is the logo or something like
Tokyo,
Shanghai,
Beijing,
Beijing, medyo may style ng nila, ng calligraphy ng Chinese calligraphy. So
iba-iba talaga yung nakikita natin yung character per design. So per country, iba rin yung theme ng design, no? Na yung factor. From fonts to everything. Yeah.
So yung script ng Los Angeles na medyo common to their culture. So yun, that's how I come up with work. So these are some ideas for Jordan and then Nike.
Ayan, ito yung sinabi ko, sobrang huli attention ko dun sa colors din ng sapatos eh. Sobrang ganda. Parang, oh my God, ayos yan.
So yung mahilig kasi yung tao sa Nike sportswear, yung mga Nike Air Max na sneakers. So gusto nilang, meron din kasing I think Europe ito eh. Europe yung gusto nila yung makukulay eh. So iba-ibang markets ng global brands. Iba-iba rin yung gusto nilang style ng mga damit nila. So, kung ano yung relevant dun sa market na yun yung design ng Nike for them. So, maghahanap sila ng mga designers or artists that fit into that, parang market or that vibe that they're looking for.
Sir, yung colors na yan sa mga t-shirts ng no. So pili ba ng client yan or yung pag-design talaga pati yung mga colors ikaw na yung nag-iisip?
Ako na yun, parang based on their initial brief na gusto naming makulay, gusto namin. Ang maganda sa Nike kasi may reference sila sa past work mo.
Okay.
That's why it's very important as an artist or a designer, as an illustrator, as a videographer, as a photographer, as a copywriter, as a writer. You need to have your own voice. You need to have your own style. You need to have your own niche or your own parang corner of the world that you need to conquer. Parang akin to. Parang that's how you get to work with clients like Nike. That's really the secret. You need to have your own voice. Kasi otherwise, well, if you design the same things that everybody else does, wala kang there's no difference. You're not gonna be able to work with people like this.
Yun, ita-type natin yan. Have your own voice. Yan, importante yan eh. Diba? Have your own voice. Yeah, kasi yun, FA, salamat. Yeah, in regards nga dun sa having your own voice, kasi tinitingnan natin yan, ang terms natin dyan ngayon, niche eh, di ba?
It's a niche.
Character din. Kumbaga, sa mga friends natin na nag-aaral ng marketing yan, kay Seth Godin.
Your positioning, di ba? Your brand positioning. Niche.
Yung tawag ni Seth Godin dun sa Purple Cow. Kumbaga, pag naglalakad ka tapos may nakita kang purple na cow, imposible hindi mo siya mapansin eh.
That's okay yun. That's interesting.
So
what's your purple cow? Okay yun.
So parang ano yung nagdi-differentiate sa'yo? Kasi sa ngayon, we could all be in a circle na pare-pareho tayong graphic designer, graphic artist. Diba? Pero
Mismo.
you have to, what differentiates you from the rest? So, ako, personally, yung sa akin, parang ang daming trainers, there are lots of coaches, personality development people, therapists. I chose a route na wala akong kalaban. Wala masyadong tao. Diba?
Astiga.
Hypnosis. If you would search hypnotherapy here in the Philippines, you just come up with a handful of people. Yung ibang lahi pa. So, when people search for hypnotherapy, specific, madali, onti lang yung pipilian mo. Diba? So,
I agree.
Yeah, find to our friends watching, find your voice. Agree tayo kaya ako sinulat yan kasi nag-resonate yan eh. Very important yan. Find your voice. Know your strength. Yan, strengthen your strength.
Maganda yan. Strengthen your strength. hirap sabihin. Strengthen your strength. Find your voice.
Ayun, astig daw ng mga design, sabi ni Sheila. Okay, yeah. Sige,
thank you.
Tingnan tayo sa next designs na
yan. So, yun lang. Dami kong ginawa for them, Nike. Tapos, naka-work ko rin yung Nike for Manny Pacquiao.
Nakikita ko itong shirt na to. Ikaw pala nag-design nun, yung blue one. Yeah.
Tapos, nilagay nila sa yung mga boxing ring. Tapos, nilagay nila sa t-shirts. Tapos,
in that particular design, yung maraming elements, yan. How long does it take for you to design that?
Siguro yung process ng pag-create ng start, matagal, one day, ganun. Tapos babalik pa yun sa client, tapos babalik yan sa local client na siguro pag nilagay mo sa isang araw na dire-diretso, yung lahat ng process na yun. Syempre, parang 24 hours ka lang nag-work o 48 hours na lang tinrabaho mo. So, it really depends on on the project. So ito, since maraming elements, marami kang gagawin na design sa parang to sa mga mata ni Pacquiao, nilagay mo yung mga text na paisa-isa. So
courage, sacrifice, resilience, ang dami. Left hook, ang dami. Jose Rizal, Sun.
So maraming lahat yun gagawin mo ng tapos pag pinabago yung isang element na yun, yung ganon. So it takes a while. But there are some projects that are faster than the rest. Some are
Philippine Eagle, may Hatton, 259. Ang dami. Nakikita natin dito yung not just the design but also the research and understanding of the person.
Yung story niya.
Behind. Yung story. Galing.
Tapos nilagay nila sa shirt. Tapos hindi ko nilagay yung picture niya na sinuot niya. Tapos ito naman yung Sacred Heart ni Manny. Parang yung
religious yung
religious yung kamao yung concept. Pero yung fist niya,
boxing gloves
yung fist niya, yun yung heart niya, na Sacred Heart niya.
Di ko napansin kaagad dyan sa malayo.
Parang Sacred Heart, diba? Tapos meron kasi siyang may quote siya dyan don't tell your God you have a problem. Parang sinabi niya yan tell your problem. Parang you have a great God. Parang ganun yung gusto ni Nike.
Nag-message sa akin yung tito.
Okay.
Friend ko, asawa niya si Audrey.
Okay.
𝐤𝐤 Somera. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. So yun. Sabi nila ganun. Sabi nila, kunin natin yung religious quote niya. Pero wag natin masyadong ilabas yung quote. Medyo mahirap yung brief na yun kasi parang tinago namin yung quote niya na religious Pero tinago ko siya sa isang parang medyo familiar na hindi sa kanyang Sacred Heart.
Very subliminal nga yan. Ganda ako natutuwa ako pag may mga embedding na ganyan
pero hindi naman siya ganun ka-obvious na Sacred Heart yun. Pero alam mo lang na parang familiar siya pero parang hindi. So
iba yung viewpoint pag malapit ka sa malayo ka yun yung maganda dun sa difference na yan Pag malapit ka, malaki yung chance na makita mo siya as yung gloves na. Pero pag malayo ka, hindi ko napansin yung gloves talaga. Solid.
So that was the idea. So ganun. Tapos Adidas doing some work for their players for college football and college baseball. And then Star Wars, gusto mo.
Yun,
Hindi ako mas Star Wars pero
Hello there.
Yeah. So
growing up lang, I mean, it's you get to watch the movies and you get to follow it year by year, That's connect yung mga ganyang brands. Tapos, ito, basa lang ako din ng comments natin ano yan? Paano at saan ka humugot ng inspiration for your designs? Yeah. Good question, Irene. Yeah.
Ako, parating research. Parang the first, when you have a brief, parang I think, yun yung kulang sa karamihan na, I think, designer or artist. Research is probably parang before you even put pencil to paper, nag-research ka muna ng isang araw or 3 oras, dire-diretso, naghahanap ka lang ng images na malapit dun sa vibe na gusto mong gawin. Parang for every project, meron akong Pinterest board. Basically. Yan.
So active ka talaga sa Pinterest?
I have a secret Pinterest board for every project that I have parang made.
Same.
Before, wala pang Pinterest board, meron kang images sa folder mo na nilalagay mo ito yung vibe na gusto kong gawin, ito yung parang direction na gusto kong gawin. So, it always starts with research. Any huge project.
So Behance din, tumitingin ka rin sa Behance, sa iba't iba pa, mga DeviantArt.
Behance, hindi ako masyado nag-DeviantArt. Dribble, tapos Behance and Pinterest. Minsan Google Images, tingnan mo kung ano yung mga nagawa na.
Yung dun sa, nakita ko kasi yung isang friend ko naman magtrabaho, more on, kaya mabilis yung naging process din. It was like, may mga ready na siyang pegs sa na boards sa Pinterest So parang if bro, kailangan pa-concept naman ng graphic O sige, tingin ka diyan ng align sa'yo. Tas mabilis.
Interesting yun.
Yeah, it saved him time. Yun lang yung nakita ko, sobrang effective dun sa workflow niya. Nung nakatrabaho siya, yun lang yung tanong niya. Tingin ka ng logo dyan sa pinili ko na, and then sabihin mo sa akin kung ano yung nag-align sa'yo. And then, nung sabi ko sa kanya yung nag-align sa akin, okay, I get your ideas na. Okay, sige. Abilis lang. May question din ako in regards sa... sige, tanong natin yung mga question nyo, guys. Very interesting yung mga question nyo, kaya okay lang. Keep it rolling. In regards to productivity, and syempre, since you're working at home then, what may mga times ba na nagpro-procrastinate ka? And what do you do to actually counter that or push yourself forward?
Actually, procrastination is parang yung pinaka-challenge ng working from home. Yeah.
Kaya tinanong.
Yeah, I think more than yung mga like family or parang yung kailangan mo magsundo, kailangan mo maghatid. I think more than that, ang pinakakalaban mo is procrastination. I know that because parang I feel like even in this career that I've established for myself in like more than 40 years, I feel like I still procrastinated. Parang I still haven't gave it everything. Parang I was still relaxing basically. Kumbaga hindi siya parang 100% foot on gas on the pedal. Parang feeling ko siguro 60%, 70%. Kasi marami akong downtime, marami akong gaming, marami akong YouTube or Instagram or Twitter so pero when you think about it, parang pag inisip mo rin, if you don't commute to work, right? If I wake up at 9 and immediately I can answer emails, I'm not procrastinating. Diba? So if I wake up at 10 and then immediately can send an email or a file that I forgot to send last night, or kailangan na ngayon, I don't consider it procrastinating kasi yung una advantage mo, kahit 10 ka nagising, you're immediately productive, gets mo? Parang ang na-realize ko about working from home or what I've accepted is there's no such thing as a straight 6 hours that you can work, parang ganun, or straight 5 hours that you're working. Parang I don't think any person can do that at least in what I do. Unless siguro I'm painting the Sistine Chapel, parang ganun. Pero in my field, parang maybe I haven't recognized na 5 hours na pala ako nag-work, or I take a lot of breaks, or I take a lot of parang procrastinating breaks. Yeah.
Relate. Yeah. Parang onti lang. Sa cellphone muna ako.
Mismo. Pero ako, na-accept ko yun eh. Parang I think, as long as parang meron kang, kunyari, 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. ka mag-start, o 11 a.m. o sabihin mo lang 12 a.m. PM ka nag-start mag-work. Kung meron kang 12 to 1:30 na diretso mo, tapos nag-lunch ka. Tapos pagdating ng 3 to 5:30, nagdiretso ka. tapos kumain ka ng dinner, nag-umimik ka. Tapos pag umuwi mo, nag 10:30 to 11:30 ka. Parang pag inisip mo, you procrastinated the whole day, but you also were able to do a lot of things. Guess mo?
Yung sa akin kasi ginagawa ko ngayon, I understand myself na ganun ako. And I really put it to a point na pag may naisip akong task, dinadump ko na kagad sa Trello. Meron, ginagamit ko yung app na Trello. So,
nag-Trello din ako.
So, ginagawa ko, basta every time I remember a task, teka lang, okay, na-note down ko na yun sa Trello para tinatawag nung mentor ko yun sa productivity na parang biological prime time. So, pag may time talaga sa day that you're always doing something or productive, so sinasabay-sabay ko yung mga task ko dun sa... malaking cheat siya eh. So, pwedeng ganun eh. If you get to know yourself better, you understand na may mga specific times of days ka na parang, yung feeling mo na masipag ka talaga, parang, gagawin ko ito kagad.
Pero ako, mismo, but to me, ang na-discover ko, it doesn't have to be like the same time every day. And it can revolve around your life happening around you. Yun yung tawag ko na you work around life. Kumbaga, life happens to me.
Yeah.
I have kids, I go to and then I have to adjust the work around those things. Kumbaga,
Same.
yeah. So, and I expect, instead of trying to fight it na parang, no, I have to work, I have to do this, I have to work. Kumbaga, sino ba, you're working from home. Who told you that you're supposed to do 9 to 5? Tapos ka na. Diba? So, you make the decision. You, kahit 6 a.m. to 7, tapos buong araw, magsine ka lang. Diba? Magsine ka, kumain ka ng lunch with your barkada or whatever. Tapos,
yun yung topic ng difference ng freelance sa work from home. Yun yung, nag-usap kami ni Fred nun eh. Parang, teka lang pare, ano bang pinagkaiba nun? Parang discuss ka natin, ano yung difference ng freelance sa work from home? Kasi parang iba yung nagtrabaho ka sa bahay pero parang employment pa rin. And iba rin yung nagtrabaho ka sa bahay na ikaw yung may hawak ng oras mo.
Ibang-iba. Ibang-iba.
Hindi ko lang ma-term kung freelance, work from home. Pero may difference eh. May difference sa ganun eh.
No, it's it's you're employed and then the other one is you're an independent contractor. Basically. So, it depends on your setup with your US or global client. Pag sinabing na employed ka full-time, therefore they own your hours, they own your time. But if you are an independent contractor, they cannot tell you you have to be here daily from 9 to 5 and we will watch you in the computer, parang ganun. As an independent contractor. Actually, technically, alam ko you can't even say na you are employed unless merong local entity yung US company na yun.
Ganun ba?
Yan ang alam ko I'm not a lawyer but that's my understanding. Pero somebody maybe a lawyer can tell us.
Yeah, maybe meron lawyer na nanonood sa atin. If you could clarify that, okay then.
Parang you cannot be employed by US entity unless they have a company here. Diba? So,
good point yun. Sulat din natin. Kasi moving forward, that's a good information. That's good information then that we could have.
That's why I don't like being parang time-based with any clients. As in, that's why I left the corporate world. Parang I'm not selling my time. I'm not selling my time to anybody. I have to have my time.
Yun, very very important din. At least you could do the stuff that you actually feel happy doing. Then yun yung isang important factor. Sige, sagot lang tayo ng mga question coming from our friends here. CFA, Boss Ken, hypnotize mo team namin para maging masipag, pwede. That's a possibility naman, pero beyond the hypnosis, it could be short term and long term naman. It's more important to understand what actually makes them happy with what they're doing eh. Kasi mahirap i-push yung isang tao na hindi naman siya masaya dun sa ginagawa niya. 'Di ba? Check mo muna if they're aligned with something, it's easier to get things done. Okay? So, 'yun. Check mo rin yung feelings nila with that. Pero kaya naman yung hypnosis, pero depende din sa tao 'yun. Kung ano yung magiging reaction nila with the hypnosis or the therapy. Sa ano pang sagot dito? Si Lyle, yes, kasi applicable, yes. O yung sa Purple Cow standing out. When you get to understand naman talaga yourself more, you'd easily stand out. Di ba? Di ba, AJ?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, yung tinuturo ko sa workshop ko is to find your unique superpower, basically, your USP.
USP, unique superpower yun, no? Selling proposition din.
Basically, ikaw yun. Yun yung power mo. Diba?
Si Fidel, will you design, ito, interesting, good question for you, AJ. Will you design for a client whose opinions conflict with your own? Yan. Lalim.
Hindi ko nakita ko yan eh. Parang hindi ko pa sure kasi hindi pa siya nangyari sa akin na ano. For example, there are basics na syempre kunyari there are basics na tong company na to is they supported a government that I don't know, killed 1 million children. Syempre, whatever. Kunyari, yung company na yun, gumagawa sila ng gamot or something. Tapos, yung gamot na yun, ginamit ng isang sinuport nila na government na ginawang pangpatay ng lahat ng ganito. Syempre, that's not even a given, parang a question. Kumbaga, ano na agad yun. Syempre, hindi mo yun. Pero I haven't come across something na sobrang na it's against whatever I believe. So I don't know yet. It will happen siguro pag dumating yung araw na yun. That's when I will make a decision na okay, malabo to. This is not even a question, di ba? Parang wag na or I don't know. I don't know whatever if I'm in a situation na wala akong choice. I don't know whatever that choice is, that situation is. Baka malay mo sabihin ko, yes. I can't say. Pero may mga obvious na yun, na syempre hindi ka talaga. Syempre yung mga given na questions na kunyari paano ba na nagsira sila ng buong forest ng Amazon. Alam mo, may client ba na gano'n na sinunog nila yung buong forest sa Amazon? Baka gano'n, baka
yun. So,
yun yung medyo malabo tong client.
Medyo malabo.
Parang am I gonna align myself to this client, this project? Ako, it's okay not to say no to those things. Yeah.
Pwede rin ako siguro pwedeng ako personally ito sa akin I've may mga clients ako talaga na hinindian. It's more of therapy kasi ang nangyayari, for example, nanay tapos ang anak niya sabihin niya addicted to games, for example, addicted to substance or anything. Ang tinitingnan ko maliban dun sa viewpoint ng nanay, mas importante sa akin yung viewpoint ng ite-therapy, yung anak. So, for example, addicted siya sa games. I get to talk to the son. Pwede kasing magkaiba yung nakikita ng nanay sa nakikita ng anak eh. Nakikita ng nanay, naglalaro palagi yung anak. Pero nakikita pala ng anak, it's his escape from the harsh reality dun sa school. So, may maraming factors eh. So, pag nakita ko na yung anak is okay naman siya, pwede kong tanggihan. Ako, minsan tumatanggi ako doon kasi I'm more of the care nung tao mismong ite-therapy. Mas mabuti ba i-therapy ko na lang yung nanay? Pwede ganun. Minsan nangyayari yun. Babalik na rin. So, with the mga tao na hindi ko kasundo, we always have the choice to work with the people that we want to work with. So, pwedeng hindi. Yun nga.
Yeah, I agree.
Yun. Ito,
pwedeng hindi.
Pwedeng hindi. Yan. Naka-encounter ka na ba issues regarding intellectual property rights? For example, when using images. Yan.
Ano yun? Saan yung ulit?
Ang tanong niya is kung naka-encounter ka na ng issues regarding intellectual property rights. For example, when pag gumamit ka ng ibang images.
Meron akong case na gano'n sa isang guy na isa siyang painter sa US. Tapos ginaya niya eksakto yung t-shirt design ko na parang collaboration with a friend of mine in the US. So, and then yung friend ko parang based it on another image that was of an animal. So parang very tricky yung yung nangyari kasi there was an artist who copied what we did, and then the friend of mine, yung initial reference of what he made was based on an image itself. So
Okay.
parang what is it? Is it a question of mali ba lahat kami? Parang ganon. Mali ba lahat kami, tapos dapat ba si photographer yung dapat siya yung na bad trip sa amin lahat? Parang ganon. Kasi parang kinall out namin yung painter for getting the design on the shirt. Tapos yung case na yon was based on, kasi when I designed the shirt, ginawa na niya yung image yung parang design niya, tapos inano ko siya, parang inad ko yung style ko, tweak ko siya based on my own style.
Okay.
Without knowing that he was also referencing another material.
Okay.
Gets mo? So
may deeper pa kasi dun sa pagbasihan. Okay. Tapos yung deeper, yung nagreklamo.
Hindi, ang nagreklamo kami against the one who copied us. The one who copied us. Pero wala na kaming say doon sa photographer. Parang hindi niya siguro alam kung ano yung nangyayari. Pero technically, I think the photographer will probably say, but you based that on the work that I created. So baka siya yung, kung napunta yun lahat sa isang case, sa isang korte, baka at the end of the day, lahat pala kayo may pinanggalingan lang lahat yan, di ba? So yung design na yan, or yung baka siya pa yung lahat na, no, I'm the photographer, has the rights to all of that. So ako, when doing references, like I think a lot of artists parang take from a lot. You have to take from a lot of references and always add your own. Always add your own,
innovate.
Always add your own style, your own tweak. And parang pag-based kasi lang siya sa isang image na diretso, parang same lang yun. Unless, that's okay, and if the image itself was in the public domain, or the image itself was given, may rights siya na binigay niya, you can create derivative art of this image. Parang binigay niya doon sa marami yan Creative Commons, yung there are a lot of websites like Pixabay and Pixels where they offer the images for you to use it in whatever way you can, even
sa ODAN ako ngayon ODAN connected na sa lahat.
Hindi ako familiar sa ODAN.
Pero o-dan.net. Parang siya, parang siyang, ang ginawa niya, kinonect niya yung mga pixels, yung Pixabay, lahat nung stock. So pag nag-search ka sa ODAN,
naupo lahat. Okay.
So
I need that.
Time din.
I need that.
Yung mga friends natin sa freelancing, ang daming tools, apps, shortcuts. So parang ako, it's good to be friends then with a lot of very, very resourceful people. Thank you so much sa mga friends natin. Pag may tanong ako, anong app yung para dito? There's an app for that. Tapos bigla, nice.
Alam yan ng lahat ng mga virtual assistants or people in e-commerce kasi they sell a lot of products with with a lot of images and all those things.
Hi Sir AJ, can you suggest a good site wherein you can create stunning portfolios for your clients viewing? Does social media contribute a lot with marketing your services? From Kate Jose.
yung sa website, I think kung wala kang website, just start with Behance. Behance is a very good site. Or Dribble. Those two are parang, ang maganda kasi doon is may website ka na for your work. Tapos marami pang clients na naghahanap ng mga talent doon sa sites na yun. So parang you're hitting two birds with one stone kasi if you don't have a website, therefore, start with those two. But there are a lot of other options na okay din, like na free, yung kaka-discover ko lang yung portfoliobox.net. Tapos yung if you pay your Adobe subscriptions, meron kang free website that you can use.
No.
So parang wala.
Yan yung malinaw doon, if you pay.
Yeah, which I don't even use. Kaya nagbabayad ako pero I could use that as my portfolio website and it's free. As long as you pay. As long as you pay your software, your subscription. So sa akin, which brings me to the idea of social media. In a way, if you use Behance and Dribble, in a way parang social media siya kasi nandun na yung community tapos meron ng potential for getting jobs doon. So parang kung mag-start ka pa lang at wala ka pang brand, wala ka pang, start with those two websites. In terms of social media, if you do, kasi ngayon there's so many There's Twitter, there's LinkedIn, there's Instagram, there's Facebook, ano pa ba?
Dami pa. TikTok,
YouTube,
LinkedIn,
TikTok,
YouTube, LinkedIn.
Parang ako, may nagsabi sa akin, you pick one of the social media channels and you go all in on that. Pero ako, getting clients, surprisingly, marami sa Facebook. If you go to the right groups,
target the right people. If you use Facebook ads,
mismo, if you do ads, medyo advanced na yan for creative people parang bihira yan But ako, being in the right groups, I think is very important. Parang yun nga, when you have a niche that you are part of, you have to be part of all those groups that are involved in your niche kasi most likely may client doon, may boss doon nagtrabaho sa ganito. So, gets mo? So, yung social media is really how parang you play it smart also. Parang
yun. Play it smart. If you could be in the group na you stand out in that group na lahat kayo graphic artist, creative, solid yun.
If you're in a group tapos you keep giving value to other designers in that group, makikita ka ng may art director doon, may creative director doon, I've seen your work, I've seen you mismo. Pero ako, within this day and age, sa sobrang social media, parang wag mo munang i-try gawin lahat. Maghanap ka ng yung saan ka pinaka-komportable, tapos doon ka mag-all-in ka doon. Kasi ako, I've kind of done it with Facebook, parang alam ko na yung ginagawa ko dapat doon, being part of the groups, giving value. Pero I also like Twitter. I also like, kasi yung Twitter naman, nandun yung mga heads of companies na nasa design space. Kasi unang-una, makikita mo na agad sa profile nila
Nasulat na doon.
Diba?
CEO, siya yung art director na
CEO, art director of this magazine, the CD of this brand that you really like. So it's a lot easier to engage with them. Sa Facebook kasi hindi mo alam sino siya kung boss pala siya ng ganyan. Pero sa Twitter kasi, alam mo na agad siya yung ganyan. So if you engage with them, if you like their whatever tweets, baka
you ka lang, comment ka dito.
You are on the radar, which is what I'm telling in the workshop. When you amplify your work, you go where the people are, your client, your potential clients are, and you be on their radar, and that means you are, in the vicinity of where they are. So kung nag-tweet siya
di like mo yung tweet niya or mag-respond ka sa tweet niya. May nagtanong siya na ganito, mag-respond sa tweet niya. Maya-maya, sisilipin niya na yung yung ano niya, yung profile mo. Or pag nagsinabi siya na, oh guys, I'm looking for a designer who can help out. Yun na, di ba? Yun na yung opportunity na, uy, kilala niya na ako, na-like na niya yung so, gets mo, they become like a warm lead, a warm they're not like anymore a cold prospect na nobody knows who you are.
Napag-usapan namin yan nung isang friend ko si Nick Senigo sa founder of Social Media Academy. Parang how positioning yourself in those places like sa groups, di ba? Kasi syempre yung nasabi mo nga kanina about giving value. Pag nag-give value ka, napapansin ka ng mga tao dun sa group or sa page So I agree with you that Twitter, kasi for kami sa Bitcoin, doon namin nakikita lahat ng cryptocurrency enthusiasts saka mga influencer. Doon lang, Twitter. Pero syempre, in regards to social media rin, kung saan ka pwede mag-all-in, sa mga friends natin, you guys could consider talaga LinkedIn din to go all-in. Yung ibang friends ko, nag-focus sila sa Instagram na talagang specific lang account for their work lang talaga. So when people ask, at least isang mabilis lang siyang i-drag. Malaking factor yun, yung nasa mobile tayo lahat ngayon na pag na-link mo, mabilis siyang i-drag. Tapos in terms of manipulation and playing with attention nung kausap mo, ng may CEO, you could ask, mag-comment ka sa kanila, sabihin mo, what do you think of this work? Tapos pwede mo i-post yung work mo, and then you could easily, kung mapansin ka nila, they give you feedback, and if they like what you've shown, they could at least may interaction ka agad kasi sinabi mo, what do you think of this work diba? So that's something. Wala lang, just insights na umikot sa utak ko.
Okay yun, very useful din yun sa akin.
So kay FA, wow, never saw it that way, it makes sense. Sport po, forte. Ayan, anong sport po ang forte ng design ninyo, Sir AJ?
Parang in a way, ganun yung naging niche ko Parang yung work ko works well with a lot of sport companies or athletic companies kasi there's a certain energy and a certain boldness to the work that I do. So it translates well to athletic brands. So I wouldn't be excited working, say, depends on the bank, but if it's a bank, alam mo yun, parang, but if they said we want to do a bank for designers or for rock stars or heavy metal band members, baka pwede, di ba? Or we want to do create a bank for jeepney drivers, for example. Parang that would be very interesting to me. Pero if it's, say, a very corporate project, parang hindi siya, wala siya sa vicinity nung interest ko unless it's a project that's very different.
Yun. Grabe, no, guys? Bilis ng oras. Hindi ko napansin yan. Well, it was solid nung discussion natin. Pero, sige, guys, ito punta tayo dun sa main topic natin. yung workshop.
Hindi, okay lang.
Okay lang. Sige.
We don't even have to go through it. I can just go fast lang. These are...
Sige, wala. Itong show na to, wala tayong time frame. Kasi ang focus talaga dito is, of course, inside your mind. So, ito yung discussion natin yan. And I do think, guys, may natututunan ba kayo? Diba? Solid naman Awesome insight, sabi ni Kate.
Parang nagkikwentuhan lang tayo dito.
Actually,
we need this in the in even in our own industry, mga designer. Parang to be able to listen to people in the industry and then just talk about things like this. So I might do that also for my niche, for my industry na
designers who are working from home or creating their own projects and finding their own
there
clients.
are groups and tribes like that here na. So karamihan na nangyayari siya sa mga freelancing circles in where they have like a weekly or a daily or a monthly na parang meetup. They go to Zoom and everyone's there, and then there's like one moderator, then lahat ng questions ano. Pero usually they do it privately lang. So yeah, if ever
Okay.
you want to do anything, yeah, Zoom's a good platform, and if I could help with any, sabihan mo lang ako. Yeah.
Okay.
So yun guys, question, yes sir, solid ginagawa ninyo. Thanks for the support. More of these, we'd love pareho kami ni AJ na sobrang ang dami yung programs ngayon yung yung Filipino online Filipino, yan, how to become an online Filipino worker. Guys, tinitingnan ko ako to kanina, yung ginamit mong form yung sa Excel, no? Yeah. Nag-fill up ako eh. Fill up. Clinic ko yung link kanina eh. So,
hindi, ano yun, that was the organizer yung Foundry. Parang for this workshop, sila yung naging partner ko for my parang first workshop dito sa dun sa QC. Pero when I do the other workshops, I could be doing on my own, or I could do it with other partners.
Yeah.
It could be a school, it could be kung saan nila ako dadalhin, na kung saan merong tao na makikinig for the workshop. Doon lang, pwede ako.
Sige, I'll connect you then with some schools. Kasi yung recently, yung mga talk ko, puro schools din eh. Puro schools. It's really lovely to, very important, naniniwala ako to share with the schools, and I really do it as an advocacy because ang laking factor ng ma-mold eh. Yung pareho tayo ng pinag-usapan natin kanina, mindset. It's really good and important na mag-guide and ma-mold natin yung younger generation so that they could have more options naman. More options. Diba? Ayan, sabi ni Brian, Sir Idol AJ. Yan, Brian Arceval.
Katrabaho ko yun dati, si Brian. Brian.
Yun. In regards pala dun sa mga upcoming, you're a man with a lot of plans in the future. Besides, tell us more about how to become an online Filipino worker. Tell us more about that upcoming workshop.
So, yung workshop na to, teka, ano ko muna to? Parang wala yata ako sa view eh. Balik tayo sa...
Yeah, ano mo lang, stop share. And then...
stop share. Okay.
No, yan. Ayan. We're back.
Yan. So, yung workshop na how to become an online Filipino worker, ever since kasi nag-freelance ako about 10 years ago, I've been doing a lot of talks here and there, talks in schools, talks in universities, talks in some companies to talk about my career and my freelancing gigs. I was just sharing it parang because people were interested, and then they kept asking the same question: how do you become a freelancer? How do you do this? How do you get clients like Nike? Parang ako, I never saw it as an opportunity to let people parang learn it the way I had learned doing it by mistake or by just going through the whole process. So parang ako, I started to create this parang workshop or framework so that I can teach this to other people. So lalo na as a creative person, as a designer. Parang, cause maraming pa-isa-isa lang na tanong sa Facebook or pa-DM lang, paano ba yung price na to? Paano ba makakuha ng ganun? Paano ba i-handle yung situation na to? Ganun. So parang, based at least on the experience that I have over the last at least 10 years, I wanted to put it into a step-by-step process of how I did all those things. Hopefully, I can then impart it to people who are going through the same journey or starting their journey of freelancing or working from home. Kasi the whole idea for me is, the vision is, parang imagine a world, imagine the Philippines where there will be more online Filipino workers than overseas Filipino workers. So imagine a Philippines where we are earning in euros, we're earning in dollars, we're earning Singapore dollars or whatever, Australian dollars, and we are spending it in pesos. Parang imagine what that can do to a lot of Filipinos and Filipino families. Unang-una, there will be a byproduct of the traffic situation. Imagine if people in Metro Manila if 1 million people in Metro Manila started to have online jobs. It might make a dent on the traffic situation, di ba? Parang that's 1 million people not going to work every day. Or how does it affect, people who are leaving their provinces to go to Manila to find work? Diba? That means I'm not going to leave the province. All I need is an internet connection, and I can find a gig or a job or a career online, and I can feed my family, and I don't have to leave my province, and I can stay here. And the final thing there is, I then spend the money that I make in dollars or whatever currency in my local community. And that helps that local community to grow and thrive, and it might even create new businesses and new opportunities for the people in that community or province. So parang to me, that's parang ang daming tinutuhog ng teaching people how to become an online Filipino worker. Ang dami niyang things na naiaangat natin yung Pilipinas, na itutulong natin sa mga Pilipino, at na-affect ngayon yung mismong country natin. So parang ako, it has become an advocacy na parang, I've been doing this for 10 years. Why should I now keep on keeping it to myself? Gets mo? Parang I have to share this. And if people are willing to invest their time to learn from me, then I want to teach them, and I want them to be successful as well. So yun yung parang pinanggagalingan nitong how to become an OFW. Parang this year, it's an advocacy for me to teach this to other people, so that they can start traveling the Philippines and working for clients abroad, and traveling the world if they want to, and not having to worry with 3 hours or 4 hours of riding of Panelo, riding the jeepney, trying to going to Malacanang and saying there is no problem. So there is a problem, and so this is just one way to help this situation in our country, to spread the news of online work, lalo na in my industry, which is the creative industry. Kasi I'm not saying I'm the only person. Ang dami talaga na who are making really, really good, careers, and really, really well for themselves and their families. You know the industries, and ang dami nila. And ako naman, I'm trying to champion it for my industry, which is the creative, industry in the Philippines.
Yeah, sa mga friends natin, kasi syempre there are lots of motivations to go into working from home pero syempre, if let's look at one of the biggest motivations, which is money, in regards sa mga kinikita ng mga, akala natin, yung iba akala niyo steady lang sila working from, they're really earning really good then.
Yes.
They're really earning good. So ang maganda pa dun is if hindi ka ipit sa isang client you're working from home, you have time to actually work with other clients too. So kung yung isa doon nagbabayad din sa'yo ng malaki ng isang project, retainer mo pa yon, kung creative ka, you could get a team also. There are lots of strategies to actually scale up, diba?
Yes. Yeah, retainer is one of them, and then you create your own agency, where you can hire people. That's exactly what I was able to do, and not on a scale of like the BPOs na 300 people in their companies. Kasi I also don't want to parang create another day job for myself in that sense.
May ipit ka eh. May ipit ka.
Kasi,
Manage mo,
so if,
sweldo.
then therefore you go back to having an office and having people and HR and all these things. So ako, as long as, parang ako nga eh, kung basta hindi ako lalabas ng bahay, yun yung ano.
Ngayon, lumalabas kami ng wife ko para mag-grocery.
Yun, para magsine, para magsundo ng mga anak, gano'n. Yun yung, gusto ko lang Sunday lang ako nagde-drive eh, yun lang.
Ang sarap no, pag Sunday. Kaya ngayon yung mga workshops ko, ina-align ko ng Sunday kasi usually workshop ko sa Ortigas eh. Doon ako palagi nag-workshop eh, Ortigas. So, medyo it's a long drive from Las Piñas then kahit pa paano. Pero pag Sunday, sobrang bilis lang, mga 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Kuha ko na siya kaagad. Mabilis. Pero any other upcoming plans or workshops that you would like to share to our friends watching?
Yeah, I have a workshop this Saturday, October 19th in Quezon City. It's called How to Become an OFW Online Filipino Worker Workshop. It's going to be at Foundry in Quezon City. I think they're along I forget, parang Quezon Ave yata sila, tapat ng Santo Domingo Church, parang ganun. If they want to learn more about that, they can just go to bit.ly/new OFW. We can probably put it in the comments section.
Yeah, sige, ilalagay natin dyan sa ano. Nasa description siya nung ano.
Okay.
Yeah, nung post natin. So yeah, they could easily click it.
Yeah, marami rin nagtatanong sa akin if there are other dates kasi hindi sila available this Saturday. Posibleng magkaroon kung if there's enough interest
people,
in some areas. Tapos marami rin nagtatanong kung may online. I think I still need to figure out the logistics on doing it as an online course. Tapos I also do parang private workshops, parang if they say no, come to our office, or 2 or 3 people will gather 2 to 3 people, and then we'll do it here in the house or in a restaurant or whatever. I'm also open to those things to do workshops for people. Parang it doesn't matter kahit mag-isa ka lang or dalawa lang kayo.
Yeah. Ako same din. Mga coaching and mentoring, mas lang ako mas naka-focus ako sa coaching and mentoring kasi they could easily ask the question ng diretso eh. And mas directive yung turo pag coaching and mentoring.
I agree. I think I want to do that as well. So kasi nga before there was no structure to me, yung tinuturo ko sa mga tao, patanong-tanong lang, yung iba nahihiya magtanong. Pag ganyan-ganyan lang. Pero if there was a structure na parang, no, we'll make this a mentoring session, we'll make this like a coaching program of an 8-week program. Therefore, alam nyo na you're expected to give this value and you will be, di ba, committed to, yun nga, like you said, tatanungin mo na yung kailangan mong tanungin talaga, hindi ka na mahihiya.
Ang solid kasi doon is you could, yung client could actually give really good information na beforehand pa bago magsimula yung coaching or mentoring. So that you could pre-plan kung ano talaga, alam mo maintindihan mo kaagad yung kailangan niya eh. Ito kailangan niya. So magagawan mo talaga siya ng plan. So kung Photoshop lang yung kailangan niya, pwede mong mas madali siyang mag-excel doon ka agad kasi at least may assignment siya. Sulit. Pero sige, ito, tanong ni Lyle, hintayin namin sa Cebu yan, Sir AJ.
Si Lyle nagme-message siya, nagtatanong siya. Meron din ako mga kilala na gusto magdala sa Cebu, mayroon din sa Bacolod. Pero I think the scale, when I scale the workshops, talagang I think online talaga is the key. Kasi alam ko marami ng mga local na coaching na online din dito.
Yeah.
So I'm also trying to learn from the other experts in their fields on how to do the online workshops and mentoring.
I'll connect you to some friends then. Yeah, marami
And
tayong
sila ni
friends
Nix,
yan.
narinig ko yan, madalas sila Nix. Yung mga yan.
Yeah, dun ako, I'm connected with, nag-aaral ako sa kanila Social Media Academy. Kaya ako nakilala si Fred Kasi
okay.
I do believe na sa skill set ko kasi, which is NLP, hypnotherapy, nasa social media age na tayo I have to upskill So,
That's true.
nung naghanap ako, I saw them. And very nurturing yung community nila. There are other groups din. And nakikita ko lahat. Ang daming magandang groups dito. Solid. Pwede ko lang salihan lahat Tapos, ito, sabi nga ni Fred, AJ, if there's anything, me and Ken can do to help you, let us know. Yeah, yun yung sasabihin ko sana. If ever you have plans to go to ibang lugar din, may inaayos kami ng talks ni Fred Pero more on advocacy siya. Kaya hindi siya more on kitaan. More on ano siya. Talagang we both believe in empowerment din kasi, and maraming taong walang opportunity na makapakinig online din. So talagang we'll start with the grassroots talaga.
No, I agree with that. Kasi like this year I was in Dumaguete and Siquijor. So yun, grassroots talaga yung tinuruan ko doon ng mga bata pa nga mga students
minsan
pa.
wala yung ibang location, wala pang internet na stable kasi. Yun yung
medyo mahina
problema.
pa, mahina yung internet. Tapos yung ginawa ko doon, si DTI yung nagdala sa akin. So and my friend, yung taga Cebu, si NS Network, New School Network. Sila rin, they're advocating for teaching design to people in the grassroots level then and the education level also.
That's a goal, to collaborate with people who has full intention to actually help and build our fellow countrymen. Diba? Yun yung, lang, do it in our own little way. So kaya kami ni Fred nung nag-usap kami, parang teka lang, we could do something like that. Wala naman tayong organization, wala din tayong affiliation, so let's just do what we can.
Yeah.
Tapos last siguro, guys, pag may question pa kayo, last na tayo. Ano na? Yung tanong ni Marion Dabalos. Guys, just wanted to ask about how you do your taxes. Yun.
Ako personally, we have an accountant. So parang as my wife and I, kasi we have a business So parang yung mga some of those things na naalala mo yung pinag-usapan natin, strengthen the strength. Tapos your weaknesses, parang ako, I would rather just pay somebody else to do things that I'm not very good at. So
at least hindi mo naiisipin, diba?
So I think an accountant is critical. Pero if you can't do that, then I don't know if there are services online that do it, like Taxumo. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
Ginger. Yeah.
Yeah, Taxumo is parang I've always wanted to look into what they're doing kasi they'll take care of all those things for you. So
laking factor ni Taxumo. Check it out.
Yeah, I guess parang gusto ko nga silang kasi kami old school accountant na may retainer every month that we pay every month. So parang alam ko you don't even have to do anything every month anymore. So why are we being charged every month by an accountant? So baka Taxumo is a way for us to really improve that.
Pwede naman ma-check nyo sa website. Check nyo Taxumo. There's very active naman din sila sa mga events, so you could easily see them. Madalas din mag-talk si Ginger sa mga and most of the events din.
Gusto ko sila ma-meet. I want to meet them.
Personally. Pwede. Ito, si Lyle. Sabi ni Lyle, ito, very good question to. Guys, last question na to. So, Lyle, sabi niya, how do you yan, tinag ni Fred si Ginger. Hi, Ginger. Yan. So, sabi nila, how do you shut off the little voice in your head, or we may call fear, in leaping to full-time freelance designer? Yan.
Can only speak of my own experience based on how I took that leap. When I in 2008, when I discovered that I was consistently making, how do you say, 3 times, 4 times more than what my day job was giving me, spending parang 1/4 of the time, for example, that I spent in my day job. Parang to me, that was, there are no other parang signs that you have to leave this day job. Kasi you're earning 3 to 4 times more and you're spending half or 3/4 the time. Therefore, parang the confidence level for you to jump is parang hindi na siya tanong eh. Kumbaga obvious na. Umalis ka na sa day job mo kasi you're doing it consistently with in less time, and you're doing it 3 times. You're earning 3 times, 4 times more, 2 times more. So if you're somebody that has a sweldo of 20K a month, and then spending 14 hours a day at work, tapos makaraket ka on weekends and after work, and you can make consistent na, say, 40,000 pesos, twice as much. You can consistently do that in the last 3 to 4 months na habang na may day job ka pa. Parang I think it's not even a question, just go. Parang just go leave the day job. Parang ako, that's how I would approach it. Hindi ako mag total leap agad. But if I took a total leap from, say, a 20,000 peso a month sweldo, I would make sure may fallback ako na 20,000 times 6 months. Meron ako 120,000.
Meron naka-save ka.
So meron akong buffer. So, or I go back to I live in my parents' house. Or kung single ako, most likely I do live in my parents' house at that age. So, and then I go all in on searching for work. Kasi parang if you need cash, if your immediate need is cash in your family or in your life, what you need is a consistent source of income, which is basically a job. But if you're saying, no, hindi ko naman kailangan ng 20 a month na yun immediately. So, basta make sure may bahay kang titirahan at may makakain ka, you can leave. But if that puts too much pressure on your family na you're leaving, kunyari, you also pay for the bills in the house, you pay for food, I don't think I would immediately do that. Then I would do the route of consistently making twice as much, 3 times as much as your day job before I leave. Alam mo yan? Kasi there's a lot of factors to consider. Hindi lang ikaw, meron din yung family mo or your parents, or if you have children. Yun yung how I did it. Parang consistent 3 to 4 times more than sabihin mo na at least 2 times more than what you're making consistently, and then spending less time to achieve that. So parang yun na, parang no question, leave your day job. Ganun. That's how
ang daming factors din to consider pero ang importante rin dun is you have to understand the situation that you'll be in then. Yun you will be in, 'di ba? So parang pero to address your question naman in a therapeutic way, kasi I do see this as a question na pwedeng maayos kaagad in regards to fear, if you were to visualize fear, how does fear look like to you? Siguro that's a question siguro in NLP that I could help you with. Kasi if you could visualize it, na visualize mo siya as a big lion or a big zombie or whatsoever, find a way or think of the opposite of that visualization. If you had that, what could help you actually conquer that fear? 'Di ba? Kasi what makes it scary for you to actually jump in? Mas nakita mo na kaagad yung yung mga factors na dapat mong kino-consider eh. You don't have to kill fear in one hit, 'di ba? Na critical hit, 'di ba? Isang attack lang tapos na, 'di ba? I mean, you could work with your fear, and instead of working with it, you could even collaborate with your fear. Yun yan eh. Hindi ko sinasabi, there are people that I've talked to na tipong, how can I overcome depression? What I want to help you with is how can you manage it? Yun. So you understand why there is fear and what that fear is for, and then as you get the awareness, you get control over it. Kasi okay nga yan na aware ka dun sa fear mo eh. Yung iba hindi aware eh. So the more that you're aware of it, the more you can actually have options on how to deal with it. So yun lang. Yun lang. So yun. Sige. AJ. Solid nung usapan natin yan, no?
Parang kwentuhan lang eh. Saya.
Yeah. Thank you. Super. I appreciate then. Super thanks talaga kay Fred then for connecting us. I mean, this is a very, very good conversation to actually. Ang dami rin natin sinagot ng mga friends natin na questions. Guys, hope that helped. Very, very passionate din si AJ. Kita naman natin to actually share his insights, experiences, and knowledge to help people around him then. So, guys, website, if you wanna check more about AJ's work, andito yung website. Naka-post dito sa description. Ano pa ba yung post natin? Yung sa Gallups, no?
Gallup
strengths test, and
yung workshop ko this Saturday nandyan sa
yung workshop.
Bitly.
Yeah. Dito
I also have a group, yung Filipino Nomads Creative Network. If
it's open for people that share the same mindset, if you could post it dito rin sa comment section natin.
Yeah, what I do there is I share a lot of job opportunities. For designers, illustrators, videographers, animators.
Yun. Ayos na ayos yan. Guys, bantayan natin yung link dyan sa baba. So we'll share the comments. Bantay lang kayo dun sa comment section natin. And again, kahit tapos na naman yung show, if you're watching on replay, feel free to comment here. Wala namang problema with AJ. Would you be glad to answer their questions naman kahit sa comment?
Oo naman. Balikan natin. Yung mga, I haven't even seen a lot of it. So balikan ko yung mga questions. Tapos kung pwede kong sagutin, babalikan ko. Okay.
Personal answer. Solid yan, man. Sige, AJ, thank you so much for your time. Appreciated. Okay. Guys, again, my name is 𝐿𝐴𝐧𝐿𝐼𝐻. See you on the next episode of Inside the Mind of. Have a great night. Cheers. Bye, AJ. Salamat.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.